Welcome people of the internet, it's me KMD. Welcome to the video I always wanted to make. If you somehow have missed me mentioning this pretty much everywhere, I have taken part in Hens Dredge vs Onryō Showcase on May 10th, which was probably one of my favorite experiences ever as a content creator. I love showcases, and especially Hens showcases with the whole versus format, because they really show how much depth a single character can have. And I always wanted to take part in something like that, because I'm a very big advocate for skill expression on my character, especially since his micro ceiling isn't really seen as that much high. So getting an opportunity to show some depth of Dredge on a big scene would be very, very nice. And also it would just put more eyes on Dredge in general, and honestly on me too. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda appreciate the fact that I could show myself as a player to such a big crowd, and I'm very thankful to Hens for the opportunity. So for context, on one day I was messaged by Hens about taking part in it, and I pretty much agreed off the rip. I think it might have even been a bit of a month, if not a few weeks. Hens has assembled every player for the showcase, and we got to scheduling, picking maps. Actually, I think this was even the first ever showcase that Hens did where the players actually picked the map instead of him, basically. It's very cool that we got to actually pick fields in which we can show off our characters. I have been assigned to Sanctum of Wrath and RPD West initially, but we swapped it like one day before to East. And my opponent, quote unquote, even though we weren't it wasn't really a competition this time. We weren't really tracking scores. We were mostly going to just see how much we can push the character, and we were focused on performing the best we could. But the person I was facing off in the showcase in the EU bracket was JC Glitchmaster, which is an amazing Onryō player and a very dedicated discussion content creator, which was a very fun experience to, you know, just face against him. And in the weeks leading up to the showcase, I got to like just talk to him a bit more. I hung out in his practice streams, he hung out at mine. We just talked more as we were deciding on the specifics of the showcase, and he's a very chill and cool guy, and I seriously cannot share more love for JC after the positive experience I had with him. And also what I consider a very great thing is that one of my best friends, Void Terror, the NA Dredge basically, has also been picked for the showcase, and he faced off against Wampampuli on Dead Dog Saloon and the game. Now this video won't be really going over those games, and especially not the comp games, because I have a lot of thoughts on what happened in the comp games, but I think comp is a very specific place, and you simply cannot like just know every single character to the fullest of its potential, and sometimes like we just make very big mistakes, like not breaking an infinite loop or forgetting we have an endgame perk on. But I am very happy that Void got an opportunity to show himself off, especially since he's not really a creator, he's more of a tutor personality, so I'm very happy that Void was also assigned to the showcase too. I was very happy for him. But yeah, we picked our maps, we were assigned balancing, and honestly, I was really stressful for game one especially, because mine and JC's add-on catalog for the first match was limited to green add-ons and below. If you know why this might be a problem, then you already know what I'm about to say. Basically, Sadako and Dredge's best add-ons, Bloody Fingernails and Ottoman Writing respectively, are blue, which means that for the first entire game, we were locked out of our character's best add-ons. So this was basically the highest stake game really for us, I feel, because we were basically going to show off how our characters feel without their most necessary add-ons to play. And honestly, with the results we got, I am very impressed. Again, I'll be going over my games mostly in this video, but JC got a 4k4. He got 2 condemned kills on Sanctum of Wrath with no fingernails, which is insane to me, with also how much he, like, I think during his practice streams he said he's not really too confident, and he thinks he's like the least, I guess, competent contestant out of all of us. So I was very impressed with his performance. Like, result-wise, if we were tracking, like, if we were actually tracking scores, like, he stomped me out of the competition completely, which I'm not really mad about, because his macro was on a very high standard yesterday. I'm recording this on the day after. However, JC's game happened after my match. I was the opener of the showcase, which put additional pressure on me, because I basically set the standard for the rest of it. So let us see how the first match went, and I will already tell you, I am very proud of how it went.
One thing that is kind of interesting about the setting, this is the only setting where both killers arguably don't have access to their best add-ons, which is Ottoman Writing for the Dredge side and Fingernails for the Sadako side. But yep, what do we see here? Interesting build, okay. Rapid Brutality, what?
Okay, spawn Oh, Shaq is that side. Okay. What's my free gen? This is a terrible fucking gen split. Are you serious? Okay. We play around non-Shaq side of the map then. Let me go up so I have no I have sight line. I saw someone hiding under. I think I saw someone's leg. I did. Thank fuck. Okay. Break this lock. His calendar is here anyway. It's okay. He's zoned. No balanced, because it's there for. That's fine. I want to zone them back into this corner of the map. Fuck, okay.
Sparky buying so much time here, right?
Yeah, no, it did seem like they were about to go down. This, unfortunately, is not the strongest type of tile. Really well played by Connor here. But this should be dead.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh, did you notice that, Odds?
Yeah, that's what KMD calls the peak.
Already.
You basically trick the survivor into thinking that you're under the pallet, and right when they're gonna drop it, you teleport and ping on your side, you win, get the hit. I have learned that from his very, very long Google Doc guide.
Okay. We're playing this side, then. We're playing this side because they kept me on this side of the map, so we're gonna play here. Look, main. We cannot lose main. Main is very important for this. Okay. It's a very good sight line. It's okay. It's okay. We don't care about the side of the map.
I think Alichu is trying to cross, but has been spotted. KMD still has 4 gens, if you include the middle one, on one side. And I think that's the gameplay and idea, right? To hold this one side down.
Yeah, no, he's definitely playing territorial, and we see one of the advantages of this map, which is the fact that the main building acts as a bit of a watchtower. But I'm not gonna lie, we have a kill that can teleport with a damaging perk that could have bought some time, and he did nothing. It did nothing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the killer cannot teleport to the nearby lockers, and even teleporting to the remnant results in a slower teleport than usual, so... Yeah, this is rough. Going for the M1 here on Sable is really not a bias because of the extra 10% speed. Obviously, a tunnel would be awesome, but... Okay, we have learned something. That gen over there is being done. Can be turned back the clock.
Yeah.
Slay is stealthing here. We don't have a tunnel out, unfortunately. That sucks. Because Victus, they're gonna stealth. Nice. Yeah, I wanted to preferably find Sparky pretty soonish.
Everybody injured. Nobody can go for the rescue now. And Nightfall still have of it about left. I think hitting a stage 2 here will be very, very difficult to avoid for survivors.
Yeah. Oh my god, I just realized. This is such a bad scenario. Slay being completely zoned out, but I don't think there's anyone that could possibly go for the rescue here.
No, this is definitely a desperate move, knowing that you're gonna die really far away from the action.
Okay.
This gives them the chance to go for the unhook, which I imagine they will get. They do not get it!
What? Sure. I have a sightline on these. I have a sightline on all of these lands from main. I can see everything.
Our killer can afford to just wait it out. They got a second stage, maybe they can get more. Definitely V is going to have to come to exchange here. Sable would be on second stage if they exchange. And I think KMD knows that and now finds Sable. Exactly. This balance got destroyed at the start of the match. And we now have a person soon to be dead on hook and a person already dead on hook.
Keep them injured for nightfall. Sorry, the map. Nice. Should be on that gen.
Oh! What? That's a crazy teleport. I didn't even see that coming.
Okay, Rapid Brutality here getting full value, catching up to Connor Sparky before he can make it to safety. He's now zoned into play. Oh, wait. This is huge. He tried the peek technique again, but didn't work this time. Does the killer see Tori? Tori's right here.
Oh!
Teleport on the same side to detect people.
Okay, I mean, it's all on Ollie now. What can he make? That's a great teleport, but it's sadly blocked, and that gives him more time. But is he gonna make that window?
I don't have range to hit that. Nice. Okay. We lost Nightfall, unfortunately. We might even lose a gen from this, which sucks, but we might go there. On to these gens, because I probably using that instead of that one next to Shack. Probably don't care about it. This is a high priority area though. Has a good gen split here. Hit this. No, don't hit this. Hit this. It's good.
Can I remind everybody that our killer got 1 hook, lost 2 gens, and ever since he's gotten 3 more hooks, or 3 more hook stages rather, on another survivor. Like, how did he just completely freeze up the survivor efficiency is actually kind of crazy. Goes to show how strong Slug Butcher can be.
They lock this. Let's lock this lock. Okay. Yeah, they might do that one, which I'm fine with. Nice. Waiting for Vault.
Oh, this looks like a down. Yep, this is a little tricky. Oh, not the boil over.
I mean, KMD didn't feel confident at all with this setting, by the way, because he thinks Automarian writing is like, without that add-on, you cannot play this killer. And yeah, he still made it work beautifully, I guess.
I mean, it's only 2 seconds, but we know that 2 seconds is a huge deal when the game is so fast-paced. I do think his add-ons have done a really good job, so this was not that bad of an upgrade. Or at least he's made it work.
Oh, self. What? That's locked, I cannot melee that. Thoughts and prayers! Thank you. Okay, they did that, that's fine. We don't need that gen. We don't care. We can showcase basement. Wait, we can showcase basement.
Are they gonna go for a reset? Yes, they are.
They need to be obviously so careful because being close to a locker will highlight you with killer instinct.
Yeah.
So even if the killer is just passing by, they will detect you during nightfall, which has another 15 seconds or so. Alright.
Alright, so the reset has not been found. They were in the corner. He actually teleported there, but didn't quite spot them.
He's now gonna do the thing that you do in this map, where you just like look for crows, look for scratch marks, any movement whatsoever. Survivors cannot really move undetected, or they have to do it very carefully at least. And that basement will probably be really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was really worried seeing the start, but my goodness, KMD has made this work so well.
Yeah, same. I thought this might be like a blowout when I watched like the first 2 minutes and the first chase, but I guess the map control does come in quite handy here.
Yeah.
Oli might go second. Ooh, Slay. That's fine. We secure the stage. Yeah, nice. Take the injury for Nightfall. It's fine. Check Zen, real quick. We can check that. Nice. Slay's right here. Wait, I injured, go back, and they cannot... Where is the Zen? Yep, I heard him. That's okay, I misplayed. It's fine.
And while that is happening, actually, Sparky went on the main gen. They're not even trying to rescue. They probably realize there's no way they can get another one here, and that might just be the end of it.
And I think they would be correct.
Yeah, great snowball by KMD. He just controlled the map very well.
Unfortunately, main is probably going to be the first place he goes to, right? To check.
Generate Nightfall and Slug for 4k. Oh, hi. That works. There we go. Oh, shit, dude.
Honestly, pretty impressive. That build was so aggressive too, right?
Yeah.
I would have expected something more gen kick oriented coming out here, but rapid brutality sloppy. Worked out well though.
We have one stall perk, one slowdown perk, if you will, when it comes to gens. And one thing that I'm really curious is, we did see a little bit of like peeking and Valkon view, like from just looking from main. Do you think Sadako can play like that? Do you think Sadako can sit in the middle, look around, and then just kind of control everything from afar? Because I imagine that playstyle is not going to be so easy on her.
No. Yeah, I mean, Dredge kind of excels once the locks are gone, right? And he got a couple injuries. The snowball just comes a lot harder. Condemn just doesn't walk the same way, I guess. Like, maybe you get there all the way. We're gonna see.
I'm wasting time. So this is what I call Hens Dredge, by the way, where you just pop the locker and generate Nightfall. I don't know where Slay is. I think this is just bleed out. Like, I genuinely have no idea. I'm just gonna wait for Nightfall then. Like, she cannot out because there's no UB allowed and like close hatch, but like I don't know where she is. Oh, okay. We are so locked! We are so locked! Now, I already kind of spoiled the showcase for you. My result on Sanctum of Wrath was mirroring Void's result on the game, meaning that Drill's best result in the showcase was 4k2, which I'm not really mad about. I am very proud of both of us, both our performances. Void used the slugging playstyle on his game match, which I showcased in the previous video, and overall, like, I'm very proud that somehow we didn't lose a single survivor on the entirety of the showcase, basically. I don't think Dredge had a single out besides the Hawkins game, which I'm really happy about. So overall, we got more kills than Onryō. Yeah, I was very impressed with my performance on Sanctum, which kind of sounds like an ego thing, but like, keep in mind, I'm not running the best add-on for the character, and it's very surprising how good I felt with holding down that area, and I think I even showed off some nice mechanical techs, especially the peak. There was some interceptions during the matches where I showcased the commentary from Hens and Odds, and like, Odds called it out. Odds knows what I'm talking about, you know? So yeah, I did showcase some very neat stuff. And then we went to the RPD game and I was already very stressful. RPD East went very badly for me in practice because I did practice scrims with Team Pandemonium before the showcase to basically test the waters, how it felt. And we practiced West and we didn't practice East, which was one of my bigger concerns. But also the fact that my best result on RPD West was 4k1 run, and RPD overall is just not the greatest dredge map because of its amount of very strong pallets. So I was basically doing damage control in my head already, loading in. So let's see how the RPD game went. Maybe I was just overthinking.
So I think this map is better for survivors. I'm gonna go straight ahead. Because like for Onryō, you can get the condemn right, but like actually chasing that survivor down can be extremely difficult given that there are a lot of good pallets. And sometimes even if you have someone condemned, actually getting them on the floor can be a challenge. So this is not Sanctum of Wrath. There are more god pallets, and I would think both of them struggle a bit more to get those downs.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that. But no,
You don't think so?
No, I actually agree. I do think like the worst part about this map is there's at least 1 or 2 or 3 places where seeing a survivor from afar does not allow you to teleport close to them. Like, at all. For Dredge, especially, for Sadako, maybe less so, but we will see.
All right, we're gonna see. The survivors also have a little bit more perks now. We have some exhaustion perks on them. And,
So right now, we have the Field Recorder, Nightfall at the start, which is pretty significant, and Automated Writing, less cooldown.
Ooh, okay. Oh, Sparky. Wrong one. Fuck. Wait, maybe not. He's gonna get the spot down for me really quick. Nice. Okay, Phase Attack doesn't activate fast, but we get the first down very quickly. That's good. Check my totems. They're already on a bone.
We basically have the mother of all Hex builds. Oh no. We have Ruin, which will regress chance that are being untouched. Face the Darkness, which is going to make people scream. And screaming is awful because every time you scream, you lose all of your progress on a totem, which is going to be like so long with Throw the Hunt. Apologies.
Right, Slay taking chase here. And she is 5 moves ahead.
Oh my god.
Wow, once again.
Nice read. Yeah.
Thrill of the Hunt wasting Ollie bot's time, but this is a god pallet being used. But these don't respawn. I think that's a little bit of KMD's game plan, right? Stall the game until the pallets and locks are gone, and then go nuclear.
This is... Oh, I love the transition there. Oh, clean plays from KMD there. Another pallet gone forever. Oh. Very good timing. We will see a body block here, maybe? No.
Well, actually, okay, we are not... Okay, I was completely wrong. We are not going for Slug. We are going for a taunt. Actually, this is not the best place to be stuck at, I think.
So he can drop it if Engage can grab, maybe? Never mind. Okay, we're fine. They might test a totem, or he might actually be on the totem because he's the Face of Darkness. That sucks, but we'll lose one, but we'll get Pentimento. Yeah, I thought of that. That's Thrill. Not the greatest tool to die on, but it's fine. I'll take this pallet. It's alright. We'll have less for later, but we'll cook it. The outside here is not the greatest area to run with, but I can easily get the tunnel out here.
All right, so the outside, I don't think have any lockers at all, right? So Dredge is completely powerless, has to run after the survivors here. And I think Sparky will have to make this a difficult chase.
Okay. So, fun fact. Counterforce gets a stack and makes you cleanse totems faster the more totems you do, right?
Yeah.
But, get this. The extra totems spawned by Pentimento also count. So you can get more than 5 stacks. In other words, Ollie is doing now totems at a rate of like 8 seconds per totem. And soon it's going to be like 3 or 4 seconds. Look at this. As long as Ollie is alive, totems are going to go.
All right, Ollie's
Hit to, protect Sable.
taking a death, and KMD fully locked in on this tunnel out. Can you outplay this pallet? No, has to break.
And the hooks it actually, because they'll be resetting if I get more. Yeah. Nice. It's fine. I shouldn't be really paying attention to the generator now that I think about it. We'll be trying to find Sparky ideally, or set up Oli for later.
Right, so this is one of those places that I think is terrible. Like, Oli's not gonna fall for this. Oh, I say that as he falls for it.
You just jinxed the mods. I can't believe you've done this.
I just jinxed him, I'm sorry. Yeah, those lockers right next to that little drop are actually one of the nice little tricks that Dredge has in this map. Connor gets a much needed heal that puts him a little bit out of danger, considering he's the only survivor that's currently unhooked and then unhook. Let's have a look at what the killer's doing. Wow.
I mean, I do think there's a lot of synergy with this totem build because now the pallets are kind of, there's a lot of pallets gone, a lot of locks gone, but the totems are also gone. And I think that might work out in KMD's favor.
Okay, we see balance landing used by Alichu. Excellent job. Ooh, intercept. Wait a little bit. We're clearly trying to take advantage of the fact that we have a survivor cornered here. And mind you, some of these doorways can be body blocked fully by the killer, so...
Yeah.
Is this the last chance they have?
I'm gonna go back, fuck. That's hit. Nice.
No!
Oh my god, this is huge save though.
Oh, came a bit too late. Oh, no way! Good interception. No, this is not the path the injured person took. He's using his ears to find out. Honestly, going for Connor, the Sable would also not be bad here, but...
Yeah, looks like Sparky's taking chase here.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this locker's... Yeah, that's his skin kind of like glitching through. You know, this could have gone really well for the killer. We could have gotten rid of the one guy that can get rid of Pentimento. And now instead he's alive and well.
I know, man. I mean, okay, the question is, right? Like, KMD lost a lot of momentum here, but he still has Penti up. The pallets are mostly gone, and lockers are gone. Like, can he, like, turn this around?
What's up? That's a melee in Showcase! Which doesn't make anything. I didn't break his pallet. Nice. Perfect.
They might even get the heal because, frankly, this gen is so bad for Dredge. Oh, but Ali being spotted would have been bad.
I mean, there's no way they can pressure this outside area, right? This is such a dead zone.
No. I mean, you could interrupt it, and I think he could have, but like, yeah, you see they are pre-running already. We'll finish his heal.
Second time, actually. Alright, this is one ability Dredge has. Check the locker on the other side of the map and could go back. And now we're farming Nightfall in the locker.
Wow. So you want to explain why doing this is even a thing?
So if you're in a locker, you farm, I think in total it takes like 50 seconds to get complete nightfall. So you're significantly faster while you're in there.
Yeah.
And I think if you have nothing else to do, you can do this. But it's generally considered a waste of time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It maybe, I think it goes to like 6 charges per second, which is like crazy fast.
Yeah. And yeah, okay, the survivors completely abused the fact that there are no lockers on the outside. So this is like one of the things about Dredge, right? There are areas where he cannot possibly pressure that well because he doesn't have lockers.
Yeah. Now the question is, are his gens near lockers? We have one that is frankly in an incredibly good position. The one in the evidence room, that one in screen right now, that one's insane.
Yeah.
Like that one's literally next to a locker. That's really not gonna fly. Then we have the one in main, which is so-so. And the one in evidence room is definitely the best for the survivors. And maybe the one they'll focus on.
Slay almost won the mind game, but not really. And now I think we're going into the area of death. Wait, no. Oh.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Oh, but nice reactions from our survivor.
What?
Who now goes back. So interesting.
Scooby-Doo chase.
Yep.
Oh, actually, we are slugging this and trying to pressure the gen.
Oh, wait.
Oh!
Yeah, the gen that got done was not in main, it was here. I think this might be over.
Does he make that vault? He does. What does he have afterwards? Almost nothing.
This is literally like death against Dredge. It's just nothing.
Oh, nice try by Oli, but yeah, especially with 4.0 now, the movement speed buff, kind of coming in handy.
He's gonna get hooked and die, and unfortunately, his counterforce goes with him. And let me tell you, they've been dealing with the sloppy butcher-like effect from Pentimento for a long time now. Seems like they've really struggled to get rid of it, right? That one Penti stack has just been there for the longest time. So I think it's maybe safe to say this is gonna... There's no way. This is probably gonna end at 1 gen left. I love this. Okay, now fake.
Yeah, the lack of cooldown makes this kind of interesting, right? You can create a situation where you just place one to put the survivor into a position where they now get hit afterwards.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of chess moves, honestly.
Exactly. Like, we just see, like, one thing about the Dredge is that you can just follow certain, like, formulas. And if you don't mess it up, what we just saw KMD do, like, they basically just work every time. And even if you do mess them up, look, 1 second later, the survivor's 1 second in the same spot.
Yeah. I see. What a nasty build from KMD. He got there. I was a little bit worried in the mid game that, like, the survivors are gonna run away with it.
Compared to the matches that we saw before, we did not see that many, like, big mistakes. It was just like a slow grinding game, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the most unfortunate one was like one of them going hook stage, you know, second hook stage, or second hook stage shortly after being unhooked.
Yeah.
But other than that, they did play this really well. That's the craziest part.
Oh, we're crouching. I think that avoids the kill instinct, right? I'm pretty sure it does.
No, it does not.
No, it does not.
I don't think so. No.
It's only against artists.
I think it's artists, yeah.
Okay. Wait, does it not?
I don't think so.
Am I crazy? I think in the locker, I think it does.
Well, if it does, then you guys are geniuses, and it's my first time knowing about this.
I'm pretty short box.
Yeah,
Not the remnant
twins.
one, though. Yeah, that's true.
Against twins, yeah, that is true, but I did not know it worked against Dredge.
No, someone told me that like half a year ago, and I didn't believe it either.
Wow. Test it later? Yeah, some people say it does work. We'll take their word for it.
Still have 1 god pallet left. I mean, with Penti still up, I feel like there's like so little chance to get anything going.
Yeah, balanced landing, which is cute, but like... Oh! Okay, that's giving us a chance to utilize it.
While that is happening.
Yeah, like, what else can you do here? Like... Yeah.
Might be good. They try to back Remnant. They try to back Remnant. I know. With Slayers. Release. Nice try. Well. Yeah, I couldn't look down. Nice. I'll take for Korean.
Just a little reminder, Hens told us that killers in this particular round were allowed to bring everything they wanted.
Yep.
Hence, we have some really, really synergistic perks picked specifically for this scenario. So well done, KMD. Let's now see what JC cooks up.
So, as you might see, I might have a bit overthought because I did get my 4k1. Now, I think I could have done better in that match, especially with Oli just having counterforce. I completely didn't expect counterforce to be in play. I honestly thought it was banned, to admit it to you, but I guess it wasn't. So, yeah, I did lose most of my build in the early game, but Pentimento did come and help me out in the late game, preventing a 4k0 or even an out, which, again, is great. But yeah, I feel like I could have done a bit better with my hex control in the early game. I should have maybe went for Oli for the tunnel out, since he was on top of my hexes and he knew where they was. Even though like he could just call their locations out, I didn't know he had counterforce. So if I did go for him, then nobody else would have counterforce, but that's just something I cannot really know about. Now, in both of the games, I have been really struggling with intercepting resets, though on RPD East, I think the issue with that was really less important than in the Sanctum game, simply for the reason of I knew that they were going to go to the outside area. The outside area is pretty much not accessible for the Dredge at all. There's no lockers there, there's no way to pressure anything. So like going into the match, I already went ahead and gave up on RP, like on the outside area completely, because I just cannot play that area as Dredge. Dredge just focuses on the freelance on RPD. You cannot really do anything about the outside area. Like you load into the match, that generator is already gone in your head. You play for 4 turns left on the map, you know. But yeah, that was my last performance for the day, and I think I could raise some final thoughts for this entire showcase. I feel like showcases in general are a very difficult topic when it comes to ranking killers based on them. I feel like ideally tier list could be made around like one trick streamer versus streamer squad on Survivor. I think that's a very like similar to pubs but without the like bullshit area of the game, which I think could like decide which killers are stronger. But also you gotta keep in mind, Oli and Slay specifically told me that, which are by the way the survivors we faced against, the first time they got into a call was 10 minutes before the matches started. They had zero practice basically. In the NA sets, Team Slop actually did practice for several days. That caused results to be a bit different, definitely, but they still were kind of similar to what we got on EU. So it's a very difficult topic because you're basically playing in a controlled area where you don't have the strongest things in the game, which does manipulate how strong a killer can be perceived, but it also like focuses purely on skill, to be fair, in my opinion. So it's a very difficult topic. If you're going to ask me who I think is better now, I would still say Dredge, simply for the reason of basically if you give Dredge a very strong setup in early game, I don't think there's anything you can do to clutch this game up if the Dredge doesn't fuck up, while Sadako is way more explosive and it's more high risk, high reward. Like you can still recover from a like late game Sadako, I feel, better than Dredge, because when you have no logs, basically Dredge can have pretty much infinite mobility if they kept the generators in the area of the map when they do have lockers. While Sadako, you can do something about her TVs to prevent tape inputs. But I will say Sadako was a complete underdog for me. I did not expect her to do so well. I thought this was kind of hydrogen bomb versus config baby, but I guess it wasn't. Willie and JC completely stomped the games with their macro knowledge, and I'm very impressed with her performance. Honestly, it definitely shifted my perception of Sadako, and I currently think she's like top C, debatably bottom B, and with Dredge and what I feel we got from the showcase, this will be a big statement, but putting Dredge below B tier after the showcase doesn't just sit right with me. I think Dredge takes advantage of so many aspects of the game in terms of resources and can pressure so many survivors at once that putting him in C tier when you can use the argument on pretty much every killer below A tier that good survivors just beat them is just not like, it doesn't, I just don't buy it personally, because like basically like the top 10 killers are viable against like very perk heavy foreman on comms, and everything below it kind of performs the same. Like if you check check like the hook states of the B tier, you'll see similar results. If you check the hook states of the C tier, you'll see similar results, like all across versing like perk heavy comp Swifts, you know? So I think Dredge just doesn't perform like a C tier against this type of team, and it has a lot of potential to possibly checkmate a team that doesn't expect a Dredge, which I think when you're ranking killers, you have to take into consideration the human aspect of making mistakes. But that's just my opinion. I'm pretty sure in, I think, one of the Void games, Odds did say that he just also agrees partially that he just doesn't understand how like you can rank this killer so low. Unless I'm like, I like hallucinated it. I don't know. You can check the VOD, or like it maybe in the showcase video from Hens. I don't know. But yeah, that was the Hens showcase. I am again very thankful to Hens for setting everything up. I'm very thankful to JC for being my quote-unquote opponent. I'm very thankful to Void and Willy for giving it the role, especially to Willy. Willy is a fucking strategic genius. The games are still in my head. I don't know what happened in these games, but I'm heavily impressed by his performance there. I think he's like, he might be the MVP of the entire showcase, because his just strategic genius with the builds and the playstyle was just crazy to me. But yeah, if anyone here is new that like learned about me through the showcase, hello, welcome in. I'm allegedly the guy of the DBD community, welcome in. And to all my regulars, thank you so much for your support. And we will be back to our regularly scheduled programming very, very soon. Take care. Goodbye, internet.